Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Otter's Couch. My name is Anza and I'll be your commentator for today. So you can see it's a nasty rainy day outside, so I thought it was a good day to make my first video here, and my first video is going to be on one of the bikes in my bike collection. So now keep in mind that all my bikes are ridden. There are no trailer queens. Some of them are pretty collectible, but I ride them anyway. It's like owning a classic car that you never take anywhere. I just don't see the point in it. So let's get started, shall we? This is a Cannondale Team Sobe edition rigid frame mountain bike, early to mid 90s. Frame is in excellent shape, apart from a few scratches down here on the forks. All the paint is in perfect condition, all the logos still visible, no scratches or gouges or anything major like that. The color, I believe, is a dark blue, although it may look black in this video. But then again, I have red-green color vision, which most males have, and I can't tell the difference between dark blue and black, so there you are. Alright, so one of the things about this bike, being that it is a Cannondale, this was a promotional bike. This was in no way the actual official team bike. Cannondale put these out for the general public, and as you can see, like on the front here, I don't know how well you can see that, but Cannondale put the Sobe logo on the front instead of the Cannondale logo, and then on the back the Team Lizard logo. So, okay, let's talk about the bike a little bit. When I first got this bike, it was in pretty rough shape. There were some things that need to be replaced on it. I wasn't going to spend hours, days, and weeks hunting down all original parts, because it is a bike that I do ride, among my others. So there were some things that were replaced. The Coda cranks and gearing were shot, so I replaced those. Originally it had come with 5.0 front and rear derailleur, SRAM 5.0, and SRAM shifters. The front and rear derailleur were shot, but the SRAM shifters were intact and worked, and so the grip shift is still on the bike. Let's see if I can get a shot of that there. There we go. SRAM 5.0 grip shift. Only bike I have with the grip shift. Everything else is trigger fire. So, the brakes, the original Coda brakes didn't work that well. They were replaced with new old stock LX brake setup, front and rear. And yeah, V brakes. And then down here, I went ahead and replaced the front derailleur with an LX derailleur I had laying around, and LX crankset and gearing in the front to replace the Coda crankset and gearing that was shot. Wasn't sure if I wanted to go with flats or clipless, so I went ahead and got the Time MX8 clipless, so that I could, use them as flats if I wanted to. It is a 20-inch frame. I am 6'1", so the frame fits me nice. On the rear, I didn't have a rear derailleur laying around, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I went to the local bike shop, and for under 30 bucks, I was able to nab the SRAM X4, which I thought, later on, if I come across an XT or something like that, I can replace it. But I got to tell you, that X4 shifts smooth as butter, and I'm very happy with it. For those of you who might have questions about the seat post, yes, that is a dropper, and I'm sure you want to know why I put a dropper seat post on here. Well, people keep telling me, and not just people, but commercials and ads keep telling me the dropper post is the way to go. I wanted to try it out first without spending a lot of money, so I got a really good deal on this one. It's a Pacific Northwest Components Pine. The model is Pine. And I figured I'd try it out on this bike first before I go spend a lot of money on getting my other bikes set up with it. The Wilderness Trail Bikes rocket seat up there is new as well. And I can tell you right now, just so we can avoid any questions later, yes, I am liking having the dropper seat post. There's a trigger for it up there on the handlebars. Of course, the Easton 120 millimeter stem and the race face flat bars are new. It does have the original a headset SE1 headset. I did have to change the bearings in it. The bearings were shot. Let's see. The rims, I kept the original Zach 19 aluminum rims, basically because surprisingly enough, when I got the bike, they were straight and true. No nicks, no gouges, no cracks, nothing. So I kept those, and of course they have the, let's see, there it is, the original Coda hubs, which I've had no issue with. So the bearings and everything, they roll really nice. They roll really nice. I did add Continental vertical 2.3s just because I wanted something with a rigid frame that was big and balloony, that would help with a little bit with suspension, and then something that gripped. I have taken this out on twisty, rooty, rocky single track and done some mild downhill with it, as well as some city riding. One particular area that has like a staircase, a cement staircase that has like over 100 steps. When I got done with that, I felt like I had been jackhammering all day. It was rough. So, CAD 2 frame design. As we know, that wasn't their top of the line, which also gives you an indication this was a mass-marketed consumer promotional bike. Still cool, though. Still cool. 24 speed, 3 up front, 8 in the rear. There we go. Try to get back a little bit and get a shot of the whole bike in here. There we go. And I'm really enjoying riding it. I really like it. I get a lot of people that ask questions about it, especially when I go to get tacos or, you know, something like that. One of the guys at the local bike shop, I let him take it for a test spin. He really enjoys it. And he's actually, his favorite bike in his collection is early 80s stump jumper that he has. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, that's the Cannondale. I will be bringing you more videos shortly of the other bikes in my stable and some adventures that me and the dogs go on, to include not just biking, but canoeing, kayaking, backpacking, snowshoeing, camping, off-road camping, that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions or comments, please be kind. It's my first video, and I'll be sure to answer everyone that I can. And like I said, I'll be doing videos on my stable here, and yeah, so thanks a lot, and I hope your weekend has better weather than mine.